Joseph Calley is a retired firefighter who spends his free time volunteering at St. Mary's Church in Painesville, along with the Wounded Warriors in Action Foundation, not affiliated with the Wounded Warriors Project. Recently, Mr. Calley won the 2020 Beacon Award from the Eastern Lake County Chamber of Commerce.
A total shock. Things that not only I do, but things that we do in this ministry, we really don't do it to get recognition. But when someone recognizes your efforts, for myself and for the whole group to get recognized, words can't describe it. It means an awful lot.
Mr. Calley was a firefighter for 33 years and now spends his time helping people in any way possible. In fact, he works with fellow firefighters for a scholarship for Perry and Harvey students that to date has amounted $109,000.
I was involved with the Philip James Garofalo Memorial Scholarship, which Perry students and Harvey students benefit from the scholarships that we have given out to keep my buddy Jimmy's memory alive.
Additionally, Joseph Calley spends his free time volunteering at St. Mary's Church to feed those who are less fortunate. In fact, he and his co-workers make over 100 hot meals for those down on their luck. Furthermore, his firefighting past helps him when volunteering due to his cooking experience in the service.
In the fire service, of course, we're there 24 hours, so that's our home away from home, the third of our life. So, of course, we're going to cook and we're going to eat there. I enjoyed cooking for my men, and the meals were really appreciated, and that's half the battle. Just like this ministry here, a simple thank you, or have someone say that your ham and bean soup is better than my mother's, and I've never told anybody that. Little things like that go a long way as far as the efforts that you put into the kitchen. A simple thank you from the guys in the fire service and from our guests here at our ministry.
When at the ministry, Joe always finds a way to connect to those he's working with.
The guy who needs razors, Joe might just slip the razors into him. The guy who is living outside, Joe made sure he had the tent and Joe made sure he had the tarp. Joe becomes friends with the diners and Joe looks out for the diners.
Thank you. Enjoy, all right? Thank you. There you go. Enjoy, my brother.
Additionally, Joe runs an electrical company in which he met one of the leads for the ministry.
He was our electrician and he did the electrical work. And he's really wonderful with my kids when they were little and growing up. And then him and I started this ministry 10 years ago. Well, we became into it. We didn't start it. And we became very good friends then too. He is wonderful to work with. He's the hardest working person I think I've ever met. It's hard keeping up with him. When he's on, everything gets done in a timely manner, and he's just very caring and very loving. He's a good friend. He's like a brother to me, so love him a lot.
Recently, Joe has found himself taking more time off work in order to spend time at the ministry helping those he cares about.
I'm kind of slowing my electrical business down a little bit. I've been in business for over 35 years.
Overall, Joseph Calley won the 2020 Beacon Award due to his hard work volunteering at the Wounded Warriors in Action Foundation, raising thousands of dollars for education, and feeding and helping those who really need it.
Joe deserves this award. Joe does way more than you know. Joe, yes, he volunteers here. Yes, he's Knights of Columbus. Yes, he helped with a scholarship. Yes, there's probably more things that I don't know about.
Joe Calley, one guy making a huge difference.
Welcome to the Lantern of Madison, the 2019 Eastern Lake County Chamber of Commerce Business of the Year. The Lantern of Madison's mission is to facilitate healthy living, provide superior services consistent with the needs of the elderly, offer an environment that will support their personal needs, and create an atmosphere that will stimulate creativity and enhance performance to their maximum potential.
Lantern of Madison is an assisted living facility. When it was found in 2003-2004, the intent, the objective was to serve the elderly. There's just one thing our seniors were looking for, is to talk to someone. and connect with someone. And really, one of the things I realized was maybe as you get older, you lose your freedom or your ability, or you start losing choices in life. Options are very limited. All of a sudden, you feel like, now I have to listen to people. I got to listen to my adult children. 10 years ago, 15 years ago, maybe I was telling them what to do, what not to do, how to live their life. Now, all of a sudden, I have my 40-year-old or my 50-year-old adult child telling me how to live my life. And I just felt that, is there anything I can do to kind of like reverse that role? So essentially, when I started the Lantern, I said, okay, it's all about aging in place. It's all about helping them age very eloquently. Just because you get old, it doesn't mean that you have to give up things that you really enjoy doing. So essentially, I would say where I am today is because of them. I listen to my clients. To this day, I listen to them because I think there's so much they teach me. So it was a very gradual, slow growth.
The Lantern of Madison believes that seniors should be able to age gracefully and independently. The company has worked hard to develop a program that helps their clients do just that.
As we started serving our clients with dementia, I felt a need to enable my clients, my elderly clients with dementia or Alzheimer's, live a life on their own, independently, without being dependent on anyone. We developed a program called SWAYUS. The SWAYUS is a design, environmental design, where we take them back to 1920s and 1930s. We have the sunrise and sunset inside the building. It's a virtual landscape. Essentially, the key is when someone comes down with a disease, with dementia, they revert back to their early childhood days. So it's based on theory of retrogenesis. So essentially, they're going back to, they're sliding back. They could be anywhere between the ages of 9-month-old or a 25-year-old. So why create environments that could be conflicting? So we decided to create something that's very natural. So the SWAYUS design is a very natural, therapeutic environment.
The Lantern of Madison is unique in their own way. They focus on the needs and wishes of their clients first, and they pride themselves on being leaders in providing independent living and total care options. The use of technology allows them to continue to evolve and grow in an ever-changing world.
I believe Lantern is very different because we listen to our clients. We listen to our family members. We're still learning. See, I'm not an expert. I don't think any of my staff are an expert in what we do. I don't think it's too early to call ourselves an expert because the world is changing. I have to evolve. Even though I'm in my 40s, I need to know what's going on. I got to keep evolving. So we're still learning, from everyone. All I have to do is I have to be radically open-minded. I can't be stuck in the past. I can't say this is how I did business. I have to be open enough to listen to my Gen Zs that are coming in and telling me, Gene, there are different ways of doing business. And I think that's what it is. We are very open-minded. I believe that at the Lantern, the care and services that we provide is very unique, very unusual. We empower our staff. As long as we have staff that align with our vision, align with our mission, they understand why we exist. That's what makes us different. It all translates to care and services that we provide.
CEO Gene Mikesh discovered early on the benefits of joining a local chamber of commerce.
I walked into the chamber office. I really needed help, a lot of help. As I started getting involved, I realized that I should not be, I was kind of a little selfish, I should say, in the beginning, because I thought, when I started making connections and relationships, that I thought, the chamber is for people to find ways to help me, right? A year in, I realized that, it's not about me, it's about people around me. What is that I can do for the businesses in the area? And I think that really helped us evolve and grow naturally in a morally responsible way. So chamber is very important for us.
Mikesh quickly understood that he could be an integral part of the community as a member of our own Eastern Lake County Chamber of Commerce.